much work getting done today. Kind of because we're at a stopping point, I think. Well, kinda. Well, one, we gotta order more parts, and two, we're really about done with the physical appearance of this thing. We finished up the last video doing the glove box, and I told you guys at the end of it that I was about 95% happy with it. So I've worked a little bit off camera just to bring it back up just how I want it and to get the physical appearance right of it. But as you can tell, there has been some differences done, some pretty significant differences here. We got the windshield roof rack support system, whatever you want to call it, A-frame, I don't know. It's not really an A, so it's not really an A-frame. It's probably more of a U-frame. Anyways, we got that back from powder coat, got that installed-ish. I don't love the hardware that I have for it. I bought some hardware, but apparently I don't know how to count. So I got, well, I take it back. I know how to count. I just don't know how to verify that all the bolts are similar. So this one's long enough. That one is not long enough to go into this support bracket here. And I didn't buy enough lock nuts to go. These are threaded into the frame, and then these are threaded just through this black trim piece back behind the panels that we put in. So we got that put in. We got mirrors now. I got those installed. I don't love that hardware either. It's just what I had in my stash. So I'll probably swap those over to grade 8 hardware. Is way overkill for all of this. There's no real reason, but all aviation hardware's kind of this goldish orange colored, so I figured, you know, keep the look. What else did we do? We obviously got the roof put on. When I put the roof together, it was all, we just zip tied it to the frame. I bought black paracord and laced it all together there. Really like that. These upright posts were a pain. I ordered the wrong ones. I believe I mentioned that in the video. They were pointed, they were still bent on a 90, but they were bending in. And I messed that up when I ordered them. So that was, you know, my fault. That was my whoopsie. So I took them over, well, I cut them here, cut them in half, and then used some pieces I had to rivet them together so that they would be held straight. And then I found out they were too tall. So I had to cut about 1 inch out of each one of them. And the way I did that was like we've talked about before, the chassis is on 1 inch drop between the front and the back with the lift that is messed up. We've talked about that several times. So I leveled the chassis, basically just leveled this body line right here with the level so that it was level. And then hung a level on these tubes up here because I wanted this to be level and this to be level, because when this is sitting right, I want that to sit right. So I used my tripod for my laser level, this thing, and I set it up back. I took the back seat, I flipped it down into the work bed, and then propped this up, and then raised this up so it would hold the roof and hold it level. And then while I did all that, I figured out how much I needed to trim off of these vertical pieces, which was about 1 inch, like I said. So I did that, and then we did the sample. Here, I'll move you guys over. We did the sample of the front with the logo in it. It looks pretty good. There's a little wrinkle there, a little wrinkle there, and a little wrinkle there, but I'm gonna reprint this and redo it. I just printed this up real quick on the Cricut. Oh, and it also, as you can see, it's got all the little inserts there, and then this side, none of them really took there. So we're gonna peel all this off and do it again. But I like I also didn't know about the color combo. I was thinking about doing a gray on top, like a gloss gray on top of the regular gray, but I like the black. I think it looks really good. The front end was all done last time you guys saw it. Oh, the only other thing that I got done that you guys did not see is the glove box. We got the glove box back fixed. As you guys remember, when I made this, we just did the side piece here and the side piece here, and that was the only stiffener pieces we had, and nothing along the top. So I made a new piece that horseshoes all the way around, rivets up the side, rivets up the side. Can't do anything along the top because of the stiffener piece, the rib, I can't think of the word of what this, bead, there we go, bead, in there, so I couldn't do any rivets up there. And then, as you guys remember, we couldn't get the latch to work right because of without chewing a hole up here, which we still have to leave the hole, unfortunately, but, and then I had to make a big thick piece of aluminum spacer block back here so that when this closes, it pulls it up nice and tight. So now when it closes and you latch it, it is very strong. So very, very happy with that. Much better, closes up all these gaps. I think it's a way better fit and finish. And like I said, just very happy with that. Touched up some paint along the edges here. Because that was all just raw aluminum color. Nothing really new on the back side of it. Everything's really still the same. Still waiting to get the back seats covered in the brown. But for now, I think we're kind of at our stopping place with it until I order. Oh, I take that back. I did one other thing off camera too. I painted the alright, well I guess we'll just use these. I painted the seat brackets. I got the seat brackets all painted up so we can mount the seat back. I've been debating on how I was going to mount those. They were originally held on with wood screws into the bottom of the seat and then a screw with a nut on the back side of it on the fiberglass side. And I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I don't know. We'll probably end up just doing the same thing because it's not worth losing all that sleep over figuring that out. So got that to do. I got these pieces. This is the shifter between the forward, neutral, and drive. This is the cover for the charging port. They all go over here. I have them sitting out because I don't know if all of that's going to stay the same when I order the new kit. So that's why those haven't been installed yet. But other than that, we're about done with physical appearances. The only other thing that I can think of that we have left, besides wrapping the seats, is the wheelie bar. We haven't done that yet. I've been kind of wondering what to do. I just have been bouncing back and forth on ideas on that. And then the only other thing we need to do is I bought the hardware for it. We've got to drill and tap the license plate so we can put the propeller on that. But overall, very, very happy with it. For now, I'm gonna leave it without a windshield up here because I have an open trailer and I just already know I'm gonna spend that money and I'm gonna be driving down the road and it's gonna snap that windshield in, kind of like how the old one was when I bought this thing. And until I buy it enclosed, that's probably gonna be here in the works here soon. I'll probably do a video on that of my utility trailer. We got a couple little things I need to fix on it, and then post it up for sale and see what we can do with it. But for now, the golf cart is complete. I'll probably get a order put in for the motor and the controller probably next month, unfortunately. I got a trip coming up here, not a non-work trip coming up, and it's going to be kind of a expensive trip, so I don't need to go out and spend a bunch of money on a motor and a controller and a battery right now. So anyways, we'll tuck this away for right now. I'll wrap the seats off camera. There's plenty of upholstery videos on YouTube already. There's, what else? I'll drill and tap that off camera. You guys don't need to see that either. Nothing fancy about that. And the wheelie bar, that'll be just probably probably just 2 pieces of this cut and painted, and the wheels mounted in between 2 pieces of this, and that's probably all it's going to be. It's not going to be anything fancy. Oh, the other thing that just hit me, trailer hitch. We got to do some kind of trailer hitch attachment. I don't know, it all depends on how long and drawn out these small little projects go. I might video for you guys, but like I said, for now, the golf cart's done until I get a motor and stuff ordered for it. We're actually getting together tonight at the airport for airport cookout, and I was thinking about throwing it on the trailer and dragging it out there and having it just be kind of like a static display all lit up. It'd be kind of cool, since it does have the airplane aesthetic. It's kind of cool. But anyways, for now, we'll put it back in the corner, back over there. And oh, here's a little S10 update for you while we're on the topics of what's in the works next. Is the S10 engine I had all set up. I was getting ready to work on it, and I know I've been telling you guys it was, you know, in the background getting worked on, but I took it over and got it dropped off at the engine shop, and the guy had it for several months. Well, I started putting it together here, ran into some issues with putting the pistons in the block of it because it had a lip on the top. So I bought a tool to fix that, and the tool just didn't work. So I took it over to a different engine shop. I did some research, found another local engine shop, took it over to him and told him my issues that I was having. He was like, yeah, that tool you ordered doesn't work. It's a waste of money, blah, blah. So I was like, well, thanks for killing my hopes and dreams. But anyways, he's got it. I took the block back over to him. He's got it, and he's going through, and he's gonna rebore it. So he's ordering me new pistons, new rings, and a couple other little parts that I was missing from the previous engine cleaning, rebuild, whatever you want to call it, when I dropped it off the first time. So I'll get it back next week after I get home from work, and that'll be next week's project while I'm home, and the next video to go up after this one. I did have 2 other ideas. Wow, this video is really, I should title this video a day in Ben's brain. Is it jumping all over the map? But so most golf carts up here in this vicinity at the top here, they mount a rear view mirror, and this one has, I don't know what's going on. There's like a ton of holes in this side over here and then like nothing over there, but I was thinking about putting the rear view mirror up here for it, because it'll also be a stiffener plate, a stiffener that goes up here to keep the two of these from, I mean, this thing is obvious, this top is way stronger than the old plastic tops that were on it, but it would stiffen these two bars up between the two of them here. And so I put one of those there. And then I was also thinking about, this is very high school-esque, I guess, but I was thinking about, it's got this piece up here, and I was thinking, well, what if I put a rear view mirror like up here in this vicinity, and then in these slotted holes up here, 33 inches, I put a light bar up there. That's like that's my inner Jeep guy coming back out from when I had my Jeep. But I did some research and found, like, I don't know, back in the Jeep, my Jeep days, they were big double 2 rows of LEDs in them. Now they make them with just a single row, and so they're significantly thinner. And I think if I got one that was like 32 inches or something, honestly, I could just punch a hole here and punch a hole out there and mount it up like that too. But that single row light bar, I think that would look really clean up there and look really cool. So I was thinking about doing that too. We'll see. We got plenty of buttons on our switch panel here. We can add another one in if we need to. But anyways, for now, there's an update for you guys on where this sits and how it'll be sitting for a little while longer until we get some parts in for it. We'll be hard at work on the S10. Goal is, I don't even want to put a date on it because we're already like 9 to 10 months into this truck being down, and I'm rather sad about it. Don't want to talk about it, but fingers crossed this is the last hiccup that we have with the engine on the S10. We'll get it back together and get the truck running. We'll get it posted up for sale. We'll get the trailer in. We got a couple fixes we got to do on it. We'll get it up for sale. We'll get that sold. Get hopefully both sold, and then we'll replace the trailer with an enclosed, and we'll have to do some upgrades to that. I got a couple ideas. I've been wanting it enclosed for years. I wanted it enclosed before I even got my utility trailer, but I was not lucky enough at the time. It didn't really suit all the needs I needed for a trailer, so utility trailer it was at the time. But anyways, that's a lot of jibber jabber to say that we'll replace it with an enclosed to take this places, the motorcycles places, and got some motorcycle content in the work coming too, in the works coming for both bikes, both the dual sport and the cruiser. We'll get working on those here soon as well. So hope you guys get more stuff done today than me. Today's been kind of a slow, chill day here in the garage. Mounted the roof, and that was about it. But we're about to head out to the airport and go have some fun tonight. So get out in your shop, get some work done. We'll see you next time.